Most of the current gen consoles allow you to connect to them in multiple ways. For example, the PS4 has got the PS4 Remote Play that allows you to connect and game without actually having physical access to it. You could play your PS4 games right on your phone while traveling, or for that matter any other device that supports the PS4 Remote Play. The problem right now is that the PS4 Remote Play, much like any other streaming option available, requires a pretty fast internet connection. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use PS4 Remote Play to connect to your PS4 via an Ethernet cable and no HDMI cable at all, and at the same time make sure that you could play at 1080p and that too on your 5.05 console. Going by the usual way, you would require a PS4 that is updated to the latest firmware version and requires an internet connection too. But in this particular video, we are not going to use the updated version, that is the firmware 7 point something. We are going to use a 5.05 console, and at the same time we are not going to use internet except for a 5-minute just to sign in. So the things that you're going to require are pretty simple: a Windows machine, the PS4 console itself, and an Ethernet cable. That's all. So let's begin with this. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to install the PS4 Remote Play software. So make sure that you download the one I have linked in the description, because the one I have linked below is the 2.6.0.2270 version of the PS4 Remote Play, which is pretty old, I know, but the problem with the new versions is they want you to update to the latest firmware version on your PS4 before you can use them. So I suggest using this particular version. So I'm going to extract it right here. The install takes like 5 minutes or so. Now once the installation is done, do not open it yet, we still have a step to make. So this is the Remote Play Auto Patcher. I've already linked to it. Make sure that you download the Auto Patcher version, okay? So I've already downloaded it and extracted it. I'm going to go into the folder and I'm just going to run this file that says PS4 Remote Play Auto Patcher exit.exe, and just it conveniently says click me, just do as it says. So clicked, and it's gonna ask, do you wish to create a backup to your original file? It depends on your preference. I'm gonna choose no, and it says the Remote Play was patched successfully. That's a good thing. Once that's out of the way, just run the PS4 Remote Play and make sure you do have your PS4 controller nearby with the USB cable too. Make sure that you connect your PS4 controller to the USB port of your PC or the Windows machine, not to the PS4 right now, okay? So once I connected my controller into my PC, it's asking me to move on to the next step, and it's asking me to press the options button on my DualShock 4 controller, which I'm going to do. So once that's done, it will try to connect to your PlayStation 4, and the first thing it's going to ask. So I cannot guarantee that this window will come up, but in most of the cases it does. So it will ask you to sign in for the first time. So this is the only portion, if at all, that would require connecting to the internet. So I've already connected to my Wi-Fi here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my PlayStation Network ID. Now once you click on sign in, you need to be quick, okay? So it's going to take some time, probably run a captcha or something, and as soon as it goes from here, make sure you press register manually, okay? Now for the next step, I'll have to go to my PS4. And as you can see right now, I'm on my PS4, and if you only have a single DualShock 4 controller, make sure that you unplug it from your PC and connect it to your PS4 using the PlayStation button. So I'm already connected, and the first thing I'm going to do is connect an Ethernet cable, okay? This is the step where you use the Ethernet cable. Make sure that one end of the Ethernet cable goes into your PS4 and the other end goes into the PC, alright? And you don't have to change any other settings on your PC. So once that is done, I'm going to go to my settings, network, and the first thing I'm going to do is connect to the internet. Go to the setup internet connection, go to use a LAN cable, okay, and choose the easy option. This one might take a little more time than usual. Once that's done, it will move on to the next step, and under IP address settings, choose automatic, DHCP do not specify, DNS settings to automatic, everything automatic, proxy server do not use, and now at the last step, there's no need to test the internet connection because it's not going to work. So I'm just going to press the circle and go back, and now we're going to go to our exploit menu. For this particular step, you will need the PS4 REN exploit. I've already explained how to install PS4 Ren in my earlier video. I'm going to link it to the description. Make sure you watch that video and have already installed the PS4 Ren module on your PS4. So right now on my system, I already have it. So let's check it out. I'm going to go into the user's guide again, and I'm going to run the PS4 Ren module. Okay, before that, I'm just going to show you what would happen if I hadn't run this module. Okay, so I'm going to go to So once you're connected to the Ethernet cable, let's go to settings and try to connect to the PS4 Remote Play option, shall we? As you can see, it asks to sign into the PlayStation network, which is not possible for us currently. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to my user's guide where I store all my exploits. Okay. So I'm going to go to the user's guide again, and I'm going to run the PS4 Ren module. Okay. It's gonna say that most of the time. I'm gonna press OK, and okay, so it ran the 5th time, I guess. So I'm gonna press OK and get out of here. I'm gonna go back to my settings and try to connect again. Okay, so this time it went straight in, and now you have to choose the add device option. Okay, so this is going to give you a unique code. Please make sure that you have made a note of it, and right now you have to go back to your Windows machine. Now for this particular step, I'm going to make sure that I have disconnected my Wi-Fi and only the Ethernet is running. Currently my Ethernet says unidentified network. That's usual, that's normal. And now let's enter the code which the PS4 just gave us. Once you have entered that, just press register. It says registering, connecting to the PS4, and voila, we are in. And just to make sure that I'm not connected to the internet and neither is my PS4, it still says unidentified network. So as you can see, it was that simple. And once you're connected via the PS4 Remote Play, make sure that you plug your PS4 controller directly into your PC again, and you're set to go. So as you can see, I can do anything right here. I'm not going to show any games though, but you could do anything possibly that you could do on your PS4 monitor with an HDMI cable. Everything can be done here too. So guys, that was a quick tutorial on how to run PS4 Remote Play with just an Ethernet cable on a Windows machine. I hope you liked the video, and if you have any more suggestions for the channel, please do leave them in the comments below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch out for more fun videos.